Hello, my name's Nigel Holman. I work in the Creative Industries section and I'm an acting lecturer at Kidderminster College. I've been asked to comment on the new form of lesson observations. It's a triangular, more peer review based series of observations. They take the pressure off us as lecturers, in as much as I think we always used to have a presupposed notion of what a good lesson obs was: colourful, shiny, prepared, planned, something that was distinct and standout, which in and of itself was for me never representative of who I was as a teacher. This new round of lesson obs is much more of a snapshot of who you are and what your genuine skills are. The way in which it's planned, prepared and then shared with other members of the team that you're from is incredibly valuable, as it's very difficult for peers to comment on peers' work. It's difficult for me to comment on a colleague's work. I think it's probably difficult for a colleague to comment on my work as well. It breaks down some of the barriers that we create for ourselves in terms of our own security. It allows us to share more of our practice, but in a much freer way than before. I think you get to see more of us, and I think that we get to share much more with other people. So in the whole, I have to say that I'm a big fan of this new process.
Hi, I'm Mitch Pearce and I'm a maths lecturer here at Kidderminster College, and I'm going to talk about the teaching triangles that we as a maths and English team have been involved in, along with the rest of the college. So they've replaced the kind of formal observations, and I know that we as a team feel really positive about the experience that we've had with the teaching triangles. I myself have felt more comfortable in trying new things out in the triangles rather than kind of playing it safe. Often when it used to be a formal observation, you used to kind of think, this has worked in the past, I'm going to try it again now because I know it'll get me a tick in the box. Whereas now actually, I've just recently had my triangle and I actually tried something completely new that worked really well actually, and we had a really good feedback and discussion session afterwards where we were honest with each other and we kind of came up with ways to improve it, but also we all kind of felt comfortable telling each other how it went. So overall, I think we've just found the whole experience really, really positive, and we're glad to see the back formal observations.
Hi, I'm Charlotte, one of the sports lecturers here at Kidderminster College, and I'm here to talk to you today about our new teaching triangle observations. As a department, we found them a lot easier to do than the formal observations. Because you don't get a grade, you just feel a little bit more comfortable with what you're trying. You feel like you're not being judged necessarily on how you are, but on what the kids are actually learning, which is more beneficial for the students. And the feedback we've been getting from that is that actually that is working better, because we're realising that the way we're teaching, the students actually understand what they're doing more, and by focusing on learner outcomes, it's more important for them. Also, it means that we get to try new and interesting techniques in the classroom, and if they go wrong, there's nothing bad about it. You're not going to get told off for it, you're just going to look at, well, what can we do next time to improve that? So because you don't get that grade, you feel like actually I can try what I want and we can work on that in the future. So it's really helped us.
Hi, I'm Claire from Travel and Tourism here at Kidderminster College. As an experienced teacher, I'm used to experiencing the dreaded email of the forthcoming lesson observation, and it is quite a different experience to have an observation in this kind of way that we've been experiencing it here. For new members of staff, it's a great way for us to share innovative ideas for us to use with our learners, particularly as we are used to dealing with the same learners, and we can see what works well with that particular group and what doesn't work so well, and have great team meetings following that to discuss how we can use more of the things that they enjoy in other lessons with the learners.
For a long time I believed that you learn more by watching a teacher than any other form of staff development, and I wanted to make sure that our staff had this opportunity. We have been dissatisfied with the old graded system of observations because we felt that it was just weighing the pig rather than feeding the pig. So we were looking for ways to develop our observation system so that we encourage teachers to innovate, but also got their motivation to want to do so, and we felt that was lacking from the previous graded observations that we were doing. We came away from graded observations but weren't sure of what the best way forward, and fortunately I was involved in the national steering group of the FETL project for leadership to look at ways of improving teaching and learning from a leadership point of view. And the best practice that they found in their research involved teaching triangles. So we visited Hilltop College, who was recommended as the best practitioners in their research, and really liked the format of the teaching triangles that they used. And so from this year we've adopted it at Kidderminster College, and we're already seeing massive success in terms of innovation, risk-taking, trust, support for new teachers, specialist subject discourse, and an element of competition as well, trying to outdo each other, which we think is fantastic.